Hey guys, before I start this video, I just wanted to say, if you guys enjoy keyboard reviews like this, give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below, just so that I know you guys are interested in them, and I will continue to pump out new keyboard review videos for you guys, show you guys all the different types that are out there, so that you guys make the best decision on which type you want. All right, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to iTouch App Reviewers. In this video, I wanted to go over the RII Mechanical Gaming Keyboard 87 Anti-Ghosting Key Mechanical Keyboard with USB, LED, backlit, illuminated games, keycap puller with blue switch for programmer ergonomic design compact layout. That is the name on Amazon that they give this product. It is currently going for $69.99. I did get this product almost free for review. I had to pay, a couple bucks, but practically free. And they wanted me to give an unbiased opinion on it. So here it is. This is the K63C model, and you can see down here with the branding, the RII. So this keyboard is labeled as a gamer's keyboard, and that is because it does have the anti-ghosting, as well as it does look like a gamer's keyboard. It has the LED backlighting, which is actually only in green on this model, and it does have the blue key switches. And every key does have their own individual lights, but I will get more into that in a minute. So first, let's talk about build quality. This thing does feel very sturdy on this table. It does have a cool trick up its sleeve here. As I talk about build quality, I will note that there is this gap here at the top where you can set your iPhone or iPad or anything, and it will prop up and you will have full visibility of it right there. So that is definitely a unique feature that I've not seen on any other keyboard that I've reviewed, and I've reviewed quite a few. So if you're looking for a gaming keyboard, I'll leave links to those other videos down in the description. I'll probably put together a playlist just so you guys can kind of go through them a little bit easier and find the keyboard that suits your needs. So back on to the build quality. The keycaps are supposedly made from a top grade ABS according to their website. So it is ABS plastic, which is not the best, but it is definitely sufficient, especially for this keyboard. And then this plating on the top here, I believe is metal. Don't quote me on that, but it does appear to be. It's got some screws in it right here. And I believe that this top plate is metal. However, on the back, it is plastic, which is probably a good thing just to keep it kind of light, because it does have a decent weight to it. It does feel sturdy. On the bottom here, you do have these feet all along the back, as well as these flip out feet that are rubber coated on the bottom so that it doesn't slip, which I really like. Are four keycaps here that you can interchange with ones on the front if you want, as well as a keycap puller right there that you guys can use. I don't particularly like this keycap puller just because it did seem to kind of scratch these keys in particular. I don't know if you can see it on the sides of them, but there were a little bit of scratches when I tried to pull them out. However, they are in there pretty good, and this is in there really well too, so it's hard to get out. One other thing I do want to mention on the back of this is that you do have a little bit of cable management here, so you can angle this however you want. If you've got your computer on this side or this side, or just right in the middle if you want your cable to go straight through, you can choose that. So I'm going to flip this thing back around to the front, and I really don't need a keycap puller to pull these keycaps off or anything. And like I did before, I pulled off the 6 key and showed you that there was a blue switch under there. They are not Cherry MX Blues. They are a clone. However, they do feel pretty much the same and sound almost exactly the same as well. As you can see, each key has its own LED under it, which is definitely something that you see on premium quality keyboards. So I do really like that. It gives it a much more uniform look when the LEDs are on. So I'm going to stick these back on, and I'm going to give you a quick typing test. So there you go. There's your test. It does sound just like and feel just like normal MX Blues. So nothing you're losing there. However, there's one thing that I don't like, and I don't know if you caught it, but it's a space bar. It's got 2 springs under it, as well as the switch in the middle. I've taken this off before, but it's kind of a pain to put it back on, and maybe it's my fault for taking it off, and that's why it makes that spring noise, but that just annoys the crap out of me. I don't like that. Hopefully they're not all like that, but if they are, that's a definite design flaw that needs to be corrected as soon as possible, because that's just not acceptable. So that's a deal breaker for me. But again, I don't know if that was caused because I took it off and didn't put it back on right or something, but I mean, it's pretty simple. So that's that. So now I'm going to go over the LED, which is probably why you're looking at this keyboard. So I'm going to turn off the lights and you guys can check it out for yourselves. Okay, so I'm plugging it in right now. So here we go. This is the keyboard with the green LEDs on. It does look a little washed out on video here, They are a much more vibrant green. Let me see if I can adjust some of the colors here. Okay, so I turned on one light just to try to get this color correction here, but it's not really cooperating much. These are very vibrant green. I'll put on an image on the screen right now just to kind of show you what they look like in person, because cameras never do it justice. But anyways, this is one of the modes that you guys can have. It's just kind of a ripple effect. As you can see down here, this is the main control for each setting. So you've got brightness up, brightness down, speed slower, speed faster. So if I hold the function key here and I press this button a few times, you can see the speed really, really speeds up. And then I can slow the animation down as well. So that's that. Now let's go on to another mode here. So this mode, I believe, is just a normal on mode. Nothing too special about this one. However, I can dim the keys off, on, brighter, 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 brighter. You get the idea. So you can dim it, you can speed it up. Obviously this one doesn't have any speed settings because it's just static. So let's go to another one. So this one I probably need to speed up, but it is glowing. It goes bright and then goes dark. I'll let it go one cycle here and then I will speed it up. But as you can see, it's getting darker and there it goes. So I'm gonna speed the animation up on this one, just so it looks a little bit more impressive on video. Pretty neat. So this mode's kind of cool if you're in a semi-lit area where you can kind of see the keys, but you also can kind of see the backlighting. So every key that I type lights up for a second. Looks pretty cool, especially if you're just showing this off to someone and you want to show them this. Definitely a cool feature. Let's go on to the next one. So this one is one of my favorites for showing people if you're showing off a cool LED keyboard. Again, it's not ideal if you're in a very dark room because you need to see the keys to type, but when you do type, it makes a ripple effect across the keyboard. Looks pretty awesome. And one thing I did notice about this is if you kind of do a bunch at once, it lags a slight bit, but I don't think anyone mashes their keyboard that much. But if you're just normally typing, it might lag a tiny bit if you're a really fast typer, but overall, this thing looks awesome. All right, let's go to the next design here. And we're back to the beginning with the one that I showed you guys with the ripple effect. Now I do want to clarify one more thing that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I wasn't sure if this is metal. This is metal. I did get confirmation on that. So this is a supposedly aircraft grade aluminum, as well as the keycaps are high-end laser etching with UV coating on top of them so that they don't fade, or I guess hopefully they don't get that shiny effect that a lot of ABS plastics get. So that should protect hopefully against that. And one other thing, the key switches are Gateron switches. So just in case you were wondering, that's the type of switch that they use in this keyboard. This keyboard also offers a macro mode, which is a little bit confusing to me. I did pull out a part of their box. Actually, it's a really high quality box. It actually has like a soft foam interior lining to kind of keep the keyboard safe during transit. I can really appreciate good packaging for a product. It means they care about it. So on it, it is also printed this really nice layout of all the different keys and stuff, and you know what the function plus whatever does, which is pretty cool. And it does say 3 customizable macro LED. Press function scroll lock into macro mode. You know, the English isn't the greatest, but basically it lets you customize which keys you want to light up. I originally thought that this was like a macro button, kind of like what you would think of when you're making a macro program to like click certain things or type certain things, but I don't think it does that. Now, the company can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe this is just for LEDs, so I'm going to demonstrate that now. So all you have to do to enter this macro mode is press this function key, press scroll lock, I've created a few already, and then just press the cog button up here, and then you can make any key that you want to light up. So if you're playing a game and you need only WASD and the numbers 1 through 4, as well as maybe these keys, whoops, it's doing stuff on my MacBook, I'm watching it over here. So anyways, if you just need these keys lit up for whatever reason, maybe the space bar as well, and then you have it whenever you want. You just press the function key as well as this play button right here, and you can scroll through all your different ones. You can have up to 3, I believe. So here you go. So as soon as you launch the game, you guys can just pull up this keyboard macro and have all your keys lit up that you want. And then to return to just normal keyboard, just press the function key and this button, and you're going through all the normal modes again. So in all my videos, I like to give a general overall impressions of the keyboard and whether I think you should buy it or not. So this keyboard itself, coming in at almost $70 right now, I personally would not purchase it. However, I do want to go over why you might purchase it. So if you are in the market for a mid-range mechanical keyboard that has blue switches, these are Gaterons, clones of the MX Blues, but they do sound almost identical, so no one's going to know the difference. If you do not care about having the keypad over here on the side, and you like the color green, and you also want this little tray up at the top, this is definitely the keyboard for you. If you have $70 to spend, there are cheaper keyboards alternatives that have more colors and different key switches and stuff for less money than this. However, there's some with more for more money. So you really have to weigh it yourself whether or not this is what you want. I personally don't recommend blue switches for gamers. That's just me. That's just because I think blue switches are better for typers, people that are typing a lot of papers, maybe for school, or if your job requires a lot of typing or something like that along those lines. Blue switches are awesome for typers. Personally, I like the chiclet style keyboard on my MacBook Pro, probably more than any keyboard out there right now. However, I do like to use these for gaming and stuff. So overall, blue switch is not the best for gaming, but mechanical keyboards are probably better than a chiclet style keyboard any day for gaming. So probably if you're looking for a gamer keyboard, you're probably going to look for a red or brown or black switch, which I've gone over in other videos of which ones you would want for your specific type of game, because different types of games require different types of key switches. Some are better for others, some are better for mashing the buttons or not. So overall, this keyboard does have all the multimedia keys on it that you would need. The only thing, again, the spacebar, the lighting looks pretty good. It's just the fact that it's only green is kind of a bummer. So check it out, guys. If you want, links down below in the description. Very solid keyboard. Big thanks to the company for sending this out nearly free for review, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Peace.